G'day guys, welcome back. This week I'm doing an unboxing of the Vanguard models HM Gun Brig Adder from 1797, which is a 14 gun acute class ship. I actually received this today for my birthday from my son and my wife, and because it's a reasonably small ship, I'm actually going to be building this alongside the HMS Victory, but I'll go more into that at the end of the video. So we'll take a look at this together. So it's all pretty neatly laid out. So what I might actually do is I'll move this out of the way and we'll go through everything step by step. Okay, to start with, we've got the wood supplied in the kit. I'm guessing this is the first layer of planking, which looks like a type of lime wood. And then we have the second layer, I believe. I could be wrong, but we'll find that out during the build. And then finally the masts and spars yards for the ship. It all looks at really good quality without actually going through the part list. I can't tell you exactly what sort of wood this is. It almost looks like a cherry, but I could be wrong about that. Next up we have these two boxes, so we'll just open those up and take a look. So we've got some bits and pieces here. I'm not entirely certain what they're for yet. They're labelled F2. Not sure whether maybe they connect to the channels on the side of the ship, assuming that's what it has. Yes, it does. So maybe they go underneath of there. We have a couple of cannons, some pulleys and blocks, a couple of anchors, and these some sort of rings by the looks. And some more as well. These are slightly bigger. They've got a hole through the middle of them. Some different size deadeyes. Again, they look like a good quality. More blocks. I've got single ones and doubles. The rest of the cannons, I think they might be 3D printed possibly, but they look fine. Some of them look like they need a bit of a clean up, but overall look really good. Some brass pins, cannonballs, some more pulleys by the looks. That'll test my eyesight out. More blocks, doubles, as I said. More cannonballs, and then a couple of not certain what they are. Again, look like they're 3D printed, but yeah, once we start the build we'll get a better idea of what all that is. Plop these ones back in here, I'll get the next box open. Here we have ropes. They should look really nice. Good quality. Looks like we have several sizes. They're all marked, so we know what we're looking for at the time. So that all looks very good. Next up we have the laser cut boards. These are actually really nicely wrapped in bubble wrap to protect them. Right off the top we've got this plastic stand, clear stand, which I believe is for the completed model to sit on. We also have a keel support base that the keel will slot into while we're building up the frame of the ship. The instructions are actually downloadable off the Vanguard Models website, so I've actually been studying them for the last month and a half since I knew I was going to be getting this kit. They're really nicely cut, virtually no burn marks on there. That look like they might possibly be cannon frames. And there's the which way am I going? There. There's the wheels that will go on the cannon frames. Part that comes up the top of the bow. Some of these parts I won't even attempt to guess what they are. I believe these might be like keys to lock pieces into place, but we'll find that out when we start building. Oops, something fell out. Looks like it might be rubbing strokes, possibly. They're all laser etched tree nails, so that's all something you don't have to do. It's already provided in the kit for you, and again that is really nice quality. Got some photo etch. It's quite thick actually, very firm. Certainly can't complain about the quality of any of these parts. Like the bulwarks maybe, again tree nails, lined. Some gratings by the looks. And everything is pre-numbered, so you don't have to go through with a pencil and work everything out. So they're the railings that come around the top of the ship. Got some decks. Must be wrong for some reason. Oh no, that's alright. Yeah, that's a deck. Or bulwarks. The reason I was looking then was because I believed that the deck was laser etched, and this is the deck that will stick onto there. And you can see all the nails and planks already pre-marked for you. keel around here. It's actually, from what I've read, in 3 parts, so that's why it fits into that support at the base, so everything is held exactly where it needs to be. So we need to be very careful when we're taking that out. It's also a stand for while you're building there. More photo etch. It's a lot thicker than other kits that I've had before, which is good because I hate how flimsy a lot of these can be. And then more there. And then we have all the bulkheads that we've put in place. Okay, so that's all the laser cut parts, so we'll move on to the next section. Okay, next up we have, I believe it's 12 sets of plans. For instance, this is plan sheet number 1. Just open it up. And this is basically a parts list of the laser cut boards. There we go, zoom it out. So it shows the corresponding numbers, which are also marked onto the laser cut pieces as I showed you before. So what I'll quickly do is I'll just lay out each one and give a brief description of it. So here we have plan number 2, another parts list. So showing the decks and the bulwarks. So part or plan 3 shows the deck, the stand, and then looks like some of the photo etch parts, and then more of the laser cut pieces again. So this is sheet number 4, and it looks like it shows where the different bulkheads etc. fit into the keel of the ship, showing a top plan as well as side. Okay, now we have plan or sheet 5. Shows a lot of the placement of deck details, hand pump, capstan, etc. Shows the gratings, and then also gives you information such as painting the inner bulwark red, etc., where the channels go, all that sort of thing. So this is sheet 6, which shows again top view of the ship, side view, and pointing out where the dead eyes etc. go. Looks like showing a bit of planking around the stern there. Now this is sheet 7. It should actually be up this way, but I'll never get it all in the shot. This shows look like they're probably 1:1 scale of the masts, showing how you assemble those. For instance, this main mast 6mm dowel by 235 millimeters long. Then yeah, it just shows you how to make what you need to when you start assembling the masts. Okay, plan sheet 8, which is the spars and bowsprit. Again, showing you what to do with each of those. Nice clear drawings, should be very easy to follow. And then at the top you also have a legend showing you what each piece is. For instance, J is a 2.5mm thimble block. So, and then even with the thread, A 0.1mm natural, B 0.25mm natural, and then it changes as it goes down. So sheet 9, we start getting into the first of the rigging plans, and they show you what's expected, how to rig up dead eyes, which after I did the Solero I can do in my sleep. Again, you have your guide for types of rigging, types of blocks, dead eyes, etc. Rigging for around the bowsprit. So it's all really well laid out, and also showing you where things tie off, etc. Okay, next we have sheet 10, which is rigging plan 2, which has mast stays, topsail yard braces, etc. Just showing you how to tie things off, where to tie things off, where things come down to the deck. It's all numbered for you. So again, really laid out well. For instance, here they're showing how to tie this part off. Very handy. A lot of kits don't do that sort of thing. So this is sheet 11, rigging plan number 3. More examples of doing the rigging. They go into the details like setup of the fore and main topsail yards. Start by tying the standing head onto the middle cross tree next to the single block. Bring the 0.5mm thread down through the double block, and it goes through exactly what you need to do. So yeah, excellent plans. So we've got one more, and then finally we have plan number 12, which is rigging plan 4, which shows where different things are tied up. For instance, that's where the belaying pins will be, and obviously number 30, 29, 31 would correspond to one of these up here somewhere, I believe. This is upside down for me, so I can't see exactly where it goes, but rigging's a bit of a way off yet. Oh, there we go, number 31. So you would tie that from that point down to point 31 belaying pin. So finally we have the instructions. As I said, before you even receive the kit, you can download these instructions off the Vanguard Models website, which I did, and so I know this just about inside out already, so I've been pretty keen on building this ship. Go through just a bit of history on the ship, some tools that you might need, particularly if it's your first ship, and I believe this could quite easily be a first ship. It's not listed as a beginner ship. I believe it's the next step up, but the instructions are so good from what I've seen, I think just about anyone could build this. So as I said, they go through the keel stand, making that up, bulkheads, the first deck going in, which I believe, because none of this is glued to this point, so that deck straightens everything up so it's nice and square. Again, more of the frame. Then it shows you cutting the stand off of the ship once everything's glued up and nice and firm. Putting the keel on, the bulwarks, etc. Looks like we need, oops, the other way, plenty of clamps, which is good because I went and bought an extra 50 clamps recently. one side of this ship plans in. So again, really nice instructions on how to, in this case, plank the ship. Which should be interesting because I've always found I have more trouble planking a small ship than I do a large ship. But these instructions show it really nicely how to go about that. So there you've completed the first layer, starting the second, making the rudder, preparing the ship for painting. $5 million clamps. But yes, these are probably some of the best instructions I've ever seen. So I'm really looking forward to building this. Some gratings, etc. Starting to get into the details on the deck. Making up the cannons, stairs, more cannon work. Anchors, putting together your clear stand, and then we see at this stage of the instructions what the ship is supposed to look like, and then you start moving on to the mast. So you use this in combination with the plans showing you how everything's done. So well, the way I would do it anyway, follow the plans, and then you can check with this to make sure that that's what you're ending up with before it starts getting put onto the ship. So it's not a massive amount of rigging. I think if you follow it step by step, it won't be impossible to do it. And then we go on to a parts list showing what all the parts are that you need throughout the build. So as I said, those instructions are excellent. So to wrap things up, as I said, this is a gift from my wife and my son. So I actually want to build it so they can see what they've bought for me. So I'm going to be building this alongside the HMS Victory. Going by of what I've read, they estimate about 40 hours to build this kit, so that's a big difference to the 2,000 plus hours HMS Victory is going to take. So this will actually be completed well before Victory is. So I'll literally be having a video of this one week, Victory the next, until this ship is completed, and then we'll once again move back to only the Victory. So I'm going to treat this as almost a beginner's build. It's not classified as a beginner ship. As I said, I believe it's the next level up, but with these instructions I think anyone could build it. So I'm literally just going to film it as basically a beginner's guide, following the instructions step by step, unless there is a point where I think something should be done first, but we'll see when we get there. So hopefully you'll join me for this build. So hope to see you next time. Cheers.